Quietude Manual No. 3, subject the relationship autopsy, revision, final. If you're listening to this, you've probably realised that being a we was a lot easier than being an I. When a relationship ends, you aren't just losing a partner, you're losing your primary witness. You've spent years performing for an audience of one, and now the theatre is empty. You're still standing on stage in your underwear holding a script nobody's ever going to hear, wondering if the show was even a hit. Most people treat a breakup like a tragedy, but if we're being honest, it's a farce. It's a comedy of errors where the punchline is you crying over a specific brand of artisanal pickles in the grocery store because they were our pickles. You're mourning a jar of vinegar and cucumbers because of the person who used to help you open it. We begin with the biological tantrum. Let's call it what it is. You're a junkie. Your brain is used to a steady drip of oxytocin and dopamine, and the dealer just moved to a different zip code. This is why you're doing the digital stakeout. You're on their Instagram at 2 a.m. zooming in on the reflection of a toaster in a background shot to see if there's a new person's shadow. It's a clinical phenomenon called intermittent reinforcement. Your brain is a lab rat pressing a lever, hoping for a hit of connection, even if that hit is just seeing they've started following a hot yoga instructor. Recognize the craving for what it is. Your neurons are just being petty because they have to start producing their own joy again. It's not your soul calling out. It's just your chemistry throwing a fit. Then there's the memory edit. Psychologists call it fading effect bias, but it's basically just your brain gaslighting you. You're currently playing a greatest hits reel. The slow motion sunsets and the way they smelled after a shower. You've conveniently deleted the 4-hour argument about how to properly load the dishwasher, or the way they'd sigh with disappointment whenever you told a joke. You're crying over a trailer for a movie that was actually a 3-hour documentary on mounting resentment. Don't fall for the pink cloud. A relationship doesn't end because it's a masterpiece. It ends because the lead actors stopped liking the script. Next is the identity crisis, or as I like to call it, the cereal problem. You're standing in the aisle realizing you have no idea what you actually want to eat. You've spent 5 years buying the granola with the weird dried berries because they liked it. You've been a supporting character in your own life for so long that your me has gone into hibernation. This is self-concept recovery. It's the terrifying realization that you can move the couch, or play that one annoying song on repeat, or sleep diagonally across the bed without asking for permission. It's lonely, but it's also the first time in years that you haven't had to check a mirror before deciding how you feel. Do something practical. Clean the crime scene. This isn't about being cold, it's about visual hygiene. Your apartment is currently a museum of a dead civilization. That half-empty bottle of their lavender-scented shampoo isn't a memory. It's a chemical landmine. Every time you see it, your brain triggers a cortisol spike that makes your stomach feel like it's full of hot lead. You wouldn't keep a pile of radioactive waste in your kitchen and wonder why you're feeling sick. Toss the toothbrush. Give the hoodie to a thrift store. You aren't erasing the past. You're just reclaiming your shelf space. But here is the part the manuals don't usually tell you. It's okay that it hurts. You didn't fail. You just finished. We're taught to think that if a relationship doesn't last until someone dies, it's a waste of time. But you wouldn't say a book was bad just because it ended. You lived in that world, you learned the language, and you grew. The love you gave didn't disappear just because the person you gave it to isn't there to hold it anymore. It's still yours. It stays with you. Eventually the ghost will expire. You'll see them in a grocery store one day and you won't feel a sting. You'll feel a mild, distant warmth. You'll notice they look a little older, or they're wearing a shirt you always thought was ugly, and you'll realise they weren't your other half. They were just another person trying to figure it out just like you. The loading screen will finish, and you'll realise that the time you spent wasn't lost. It was just the cost of admission for the person you're becoming now. The us is gone, and that's heavy. But the you is still here. And honestly, you're in pretty good company. The manual is closed, the homecoming is beginning. Go buy the cereal you actually like. Eat it slowly. Notice the silence. It's not empty. It's just quiet enough for you to finally hear yourself think.